How do we do this thing again?
Oh, it's been so long.
Been a
Oh
while.
my gosh. My gosh. Dougal had to cut it short because my sister's water pipe burst, ran out of the house so fast. Funny you should say that, knowing where you're at. Um, some of our developers are in the London area, and when I talked to one before the Christmas break, his pipe had burst. And like he didn't have water, he didn't have heat. There was all sorts of stuff going on. It was really bad. So, uh, but we do have a blue man, sort of, at least for now.
Wait,
Welcome to
what?
the welcome welcome to the dungeon, everybody. My pipe bursts every other day. Of course, half-ass. Wow. That's great consistency. I mean, I'll give it to you there. Welcome back from the Thanksgiving. This is where I'm at. I'm a month behind Christmas and New Year holiday. We are off next week. I had a surprise work trip that came up, and I'll be
We're off
out
next
next week.
week?
Yeah, I'll actually be closer to you than ever before.
Where are you going?
I'll be in Rhode Island. I'll be at the office.
And it's winter. Your spell continues.
I know. I just want to. I hear it's really nice there in the summertime. That's my bit.
It is.
11
It's gonna
years
snow
in.
when you come, though.
I know. And something's gonna get delayed, and I'm gonna get stuck there. I'm gonna come stay with you.
All right, come on up, please.
I honestly thought about working around that, but they've got me so booked out. Like I'm traveling on Sunday and I'm traveling on Saturday to get back home. So
So you're gonna stay the long weekend and come out here?
I thought about that, but no.
Boo. Boo.
Boston's what,
Always
like an
needs
hour and a half? Something like that?
Yeah, hours.
That's not bad.
So like 60 miles away, but because of the Rhode Island
Why don't
speed
we-
limit.
Why don't we like plan something for Friday night or something? I don't know.
We could do that. Let's do it.
Let's see what we can figure out. Anyways, this isn't what our show is about. It's not about making personal plans.
Let me open up my calendar. Let's do
Maddie B subscribed with Prime for 2 months. Thanks, Maddie B. Maddie B, one of the original folks of the Seven Dungeons crew, died in a fire. Bad rolls.
Lava fire, to be exact.
Yeah. Dougal says, I'm going to a wedding this weekend, so I'll be lovely hungover on Monday. So, phew. Welcome, everybody. It has been an eventful time. Oh, look at Half-Ass with the biddies, too. Dang, it's going good. Speaking of that, let's get to our beer of the week real quick. Our beer of the week this week is Chonk Sunday Sour. Now, if you haven't had Drecker's Chonk series, they're all amazing. Marsland would not approve, but the rest of us who drink good flavored beer, fully approve.
beer.
It is a cherry drumstick beer, and I just got it. Me and Mike went to a place, and I just went and got some. I gave him one, and he messaged me. He's like, "This is pretty good." And I just had it before the session, and I'm like, "Yeah, this is really good." It's like peanut butter, like a Reese's peanut butter, and hints of chocolate and a cherry. It was very good.
Not sour at all.
Not sour at all. No.
Yeah, don't
very
let the name fool you.
very creamy. In fact, like there's a bunch of debris on my cup. That's how thick it is. It's definitely a milkshake. So, it's
Gross.
it's so
The
good.
worst.
So, Half-Ass has not done a review on that because he needs to come to my house to get his, because you can't get those in Michigan. But he said, go ahead and veto the selection and do this one tonight. So that's our beer of the week. Check out Half-Ass Beer Review. Did somebody do his link? Nope, I'll get it. Check out the reviews, and you'll see me and Fanboy Tone on some of the recent ones, as we had well more than too many that night. So yeah, check that out. Some of the other thing is, before time runs out, I know it's past the holiday, but stop by the merch store and pick up the Christmas shirt. We've got a lot of great comments from non-7D people. I think some of you said, like, some people at work saw it and was like, I really like that. My wife thinks Bishop is the most adorable thing ever in that artwork. So if you can't really see that artwork, here it is up close. So yeah, pick that up before it's gone. It will come down. It will not be available all year long. You think 3 guys splitting 9 beer wouldn't get too crazy, right? Right? Considering like 10% was the average ABV on all those 9.
That's until they get the check.
Yeah. It was all in the at Half-Ass's house. So but the important thing coming up, we are just talking about it before the show, is Midland Mall Comic Con. Has it always been that far off to the side? I think it has. March 4th and 5th. Next time we stream, which isn't next week, but the week after, we are going to have a schedule up to allow you to pre-register for those that are going to be there. So you can reserve your spot. There are less spots this year because the sessions are going to go longer. So there's, and we're cutting time for us to actually use the bathroom this year. So that's good. And
Where
eat
is
lunch
it?
at Midland, in Midland, Michigan, at the Midland Mall. There's going to be a costume contest. Banter and Babble's going to be there. Tons of
What's
vendors.
the cost of entry?
Nothing. They are asking if you are over 10 years old for $5 donations. So it's all donation based. A lot of time goes into setting it up and getting it all organized. It's a great time. It'll be packed. It was packed last year. There was a lot more than I expected.
A lot of people.
Yeah. Stop by for the costume contest. Half-Ass will be there doing Half-Ass booth reviews, I think.
Half-Ass booth reviews.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's going to be great. All the D&D stuff's going to be together this year. So the vendors are going to be right next to us. So we're excited to work closer with them this year. Banter and Babble will be emceeing the costume contests. So a lot of stuff going on. It's going to be a good time. And you need no experience. If you've never played D&D, just come by and sign up, and we will take care of you the rest of the way. And if you want our autographs, we'll be there to sign autographs. I mean, why not, right? I write like a 3-year-old. So I'm just going to get the
You
booth.
eat like a 3-year-old too.
We eat like a 3-year-old too. Yeah, it's true. Before we get started, who day? Go Bengals tonight.
I don't want to hear it.
Hey, we're still alive.
Hey, Ravens gave us like that a little extra buffer so that we can stay on top. Thanks, Ravens.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Don't act like the Steelers did shit. They played like shit.
Sneaky
It's
beer.
a W,
gave you
bro.
that game.
It's a W.
We gave
Didn't
you
say
that
it was a
game.
fantastic game.
It's kind of how we almost gave New England a win the other day.
That's
Right,
should have
James?
gone to OT.
That's 2 weeks in a
embarrassing.
row it should have went to OT.
Hey, well, at least we won last week.
Yeah.
This past week.
Yeah. That was a stress-inducing game. Bengals fans die earlier than any other fan, I think, because we like to run it to the wire. Heart attacks all around. I think that's everything. God, new year. Most of us go back to work tomorrow, so
Shush.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
I know, I'm sorry, but it's just true. So, unless you guys got something. Oh, yes, one of you do. Oz.
Still got a couple open slots for the one shot, and now we're looking at, we'll probably move the time, although they don't know this yet, to 4 p.m. Eastern time instead of 2 because of some scheduling conflicts.
My fault.
But-
Sorry.
Yeah. So, but yeah, still got a couple open slots. You got to direct message me, PM me, DM me, whatever the heck you want to call it.
Slide
But
into his
message me
DMs.
directly in Discord, and then we'll get you taken care of. Not much time. I'm gonna have to put a cutoff on there of Wednesday. So after the Wednesday stream, are we doing a stream on Wednesday?
This Wednesday? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. After the Wednesday stream, that's it. So whatever we have. So it's going to be a very fun-filled adventure with Jeremy and I as the co-DM.
Lathis is going to slide into your DMs as well.
Giggity.
And when we're not playing D&D, if you ever wanted to see Gwenton, who seems like this very calm, collective, quiet guy, if you ever want to see the rage come out, it is quite an entertaining show.
Let's just get on and play any shooting game with me.
He verbally abuses young children on Call of Duty all the time.
Bully.
You could play like the most innocent, like cribbage, okay, and like against Jeremy, and then Jeremy will sit there and he will jam one of those pegs in your eyeball.
When the rage comes out. No. Yeah, check us out. Oh,
He's not the only one.
He's not. Especially
Rage
that game.
quit.
We haven't really talked about it and we don't have any details, but keep in mind, me and Cuddles have been talking and we're going to be doing the Hunter Call the Wild hunting event coming up probably in March or so. We're going to have special rules and there's going to be prizes and everything. So if you don't have it installed, get it installed. Yeah, that's coming up as well. So, all right, we need to get started. We got a lot going on and we're not on next week, unfortunately. So, he is polite Dougal. He really is. Until he plays Call of Duty.
I die.
Yeah.
Until I die, and all bets are off.
Oh, and we didn't tell you. We didn't tell anybody. In fact, wasn't even going to happen until this morning. But we have a new intro.
Woo.
Now,
That was like 6 hours ago.
Yeah, I made it all today. It is shorter because we realized it was a little long. So, welcome to the new intro, and we're gonna get started. Let's get into the dungeon. There we are. So let's get some music going. Where we left off. The party decided. Hold on, I'm trying to get this all organized. That Jade would carry Marsland back. Being that Marsland is quite heavy, he got rid of his gear and carried Marsland through the forest, while the rest of the party went looking for the remaining piece that they need for the elixir. Jade, summoning his dragon again, had some conversations with Gunnar, asking Gunnar to light his fire. Gunnar, being mischievous by nature, proceeded to breathe fire, lighting the forest on fire, as Jade moved away with Marsland, keeping him safe. Marsland awoke from his restful slumber and is now traveling with Jade south toward Perrin's Folly. The rest of the party, after avoiding some owlbears and some curious frog folk, where, as they say, meat was back on the menu,
Ooh.
arrived at a small grove where they were met by small winged creatures. What you see is they're not dragonflies at all, but small sprite-like creatures wearing tiny suits of armor and wielding swords and spears. Looking around, you also see in the large Sumalan tree small huts and homes where others are peeking their heads out at you, watching the correspondence.
Are you the ones who started the fire? Do you wish to burn us out of our homes?
What fire are
I'm
you guys talking about?
Sorry, we do not know about a fire.
You see him point behind you up into the sky, where you can see large plumes of black smoke.
Now,
Someone has burned Sylvanas' gift, and now all creatures suffer. What brings you here?
I am Bishop. We are looking for ingredients to cure a disease that is afflicting children. We were told that the sap of this tree would help.
The sap of our tree feeds our people and cares for the animals who inhabit our forest, which is being destroyed. What gives you the right to take from us?
We were not informed it belonged to any one individual.
You can see a couple of them are examining around Bishop, seeing the strange creature flying up near your eyes and around your back and buzzing. It's almost like bees. And Gwenton, they're around you and Oz.
Maybe we can come to an agreement to trade some of your sap for something we might have.
They look you over up and down.
While the metal one is curious to us, we know his intentions are pure. But you,
And they look over at Oz standing there, and you can see Oz that the ones around you have taken kind of an aggressive stance.
They're afraid of boobs.
your heart beats to a different drum. How do we know your intentions are pure?
And they kind of form a line near Oz and swarming over there towards him.
My intentions are just what was stated before. The sap as a cure for the plague. I am curious what drummer I beat to in your eyes.
We can hear your heart, the intentions. You are conflicted. You hide the truth from others.
Is that not the case for everyone here? For you, do you reveal everything about you at all times to your other pixies?
Absolutely.
Well, I do not.
We were tasked by Sylvanas himself to keep the Sumalan tree safe from outsiders. Sylvanas planted this seed many years ago.
We do not wish any harm to come to the tree. If this truly is part of a cure, I'm sure a compromise can be arranged.
But surely you understand just One fly in the ointment ruins all of the ointment. How can we trust that all of your intentions are pure?
And they look over towards Oz and back at the rest of you.
We're here to try to save my brother who has this disease and his little one who has this disease from a family that took him in. That's all we want from this.
Do you risk bringing this disease from your horrible cities to our tree?
It
This disease is already here.
is island wide. It has already mutated to affect some adults. If we don't figure out a cure soon, what's to stop it from mutating again and infecting animals?
They seem to shake their head, looking back and forth at each other. And again, they fly over to Oz.
And you? What is your case? What is it that you make that your intentions are pure?
The shame, as everyone else here. The plague has spread throughout the island, and it will not be long before it gets here.
They look you up and down. Make a persuasion check.
To get advantage since the both of us are actually telling, I mean, not that he's not telling the truth, but
I would love to, and I'll tell you after session.
I want
21.
Okay.
just to ask the question. These guys aren't all talking in unison, right?
No. That would be creepy.
um,
Well,
what are your guys? What was your name? And that's the one who keeps doing all the talking.
our names are unpronounceable to those of you that live in the common world.
Well, is there anything we can call you?
You can call me Shimalin.
Well, Shamalin, I have another question for you, actually. We have been sent here by a priest saying this is part of a cure. Has anybody else came here to get sap? That could be from Parent's Folly.
Yes, several times. But they've never
And you-
told us their intentions.
Well,
You
you
found
said you already
them.
know. Sorry, go ahead.
you found them pure enough to give sap to?
I did.
We are
But-
truly just trying to do the same thing. This is a very unforgiving plague.
I believe you. But seeing into the heart of some here, we had to be cautious, especially with the forest burning, that you weren't here to burn down the tree.
We have no
But-
interest in harming this tree.
I do see
we
that
get-
your intentions are pure. I agree.
And we will do what we can to try to stop the fire from spreading as we're heading back that way, if it's coming from which way we're going.
I will allow 1 vial of the sap to be taken. No more.
Do we know if that's enough?
You do not.
If
Bishop.
this
Go ahead.
if this turns out to be what we think it is, hope it is, is this the only place to get this sap? And if it is, what can we do to ensure that we are able to make a constant cure?
The legends tell us of other trees like our tree that are around this area, some from before the shattering. I'm sure you have other options.
I do appreciate you trusting us.
And I will appreciate you taking the sap for a good purpose, with its many healing properties.
And they kind of part ways so that you can walk to the tree now.
I'll walk over to a tree. Do I have any empty vials I can get?
I've got an empty water skin.
They also never said how big the vial can be. So do we have like a keg?
From a grammatical standpoint, a keg is not a vial.
Shh.
Yeah, the
But,
only thing in my inventory is I don't drink, so I've got a 5-pound water skin.
Would a water skin be acceptable, Preston?
You can certainly try.
I'm gonna turn to the Shamalin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have a vial we could use? The only thing we have on us right now is a water skin.
I've got a tin box here. Use this box. It's
Sure.
from my mess kit.
I have a vial.
Oh.
And you see him
that's
reach
handy.
down into his belt, and he pulls out a glass vial that fits well into his hand.
But it's like this big, isn't it?
This is very tiny.
Do you mind if we fill up this water skin?
Oh, that would be way too much.
Hold on a second. Let me look through Marsland's stuff. Oh my gosh, there's so many papers in here.
Hey,
He just dumps it onto the forest floor.
Shaking it upside down.
Are you
Smells
saying you all
good.
came into the forest to collect sap from our tree without anything to hold it in?
I hold up the water skin again.
I've got the tin box.
You both are quite curious.
I'll
I've
admit.
never harvested sap before, so if you'll excuse me, I'll see if I can find something.
I'll admit we didn't think that through for getting sap.
Oh, blasted Marsland. He has everything in here. Why doesn't he have a vial?
Is there a healing potion in there? I think there is there a healing potion in there.
Yeah, as I say, it only
There
says
is.
Marsland's backpack. Oh, there is? Okay.
there is.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna
We're
With
gonna
enough,
owe.
they have your stuff. They can easily go through it and look. And you made no
So-
effort to hide it,
oh.
right?
Yeah, no, there is one.
There's one. I think we're gonna owe Marsden if he comes back to life,
he did.
whether it's from True Silver or that priest.
Rude.
We might owe him a healing potion. Oz, can you hand me the vial?
Hold on a second, and I'll just drink the vial, and then I'll give him the empty bottle.
You
Okay.
Yeah, here's your vial.
Yeah.
This is not too much, is it, Shamalin?
That would be acceptable. Here,
Thank you.
over here.
I'll follow her or him.
Him.
Something
And
different.
He takes you over to the tree, and you can see now the just looking at this is a massive tree. I mean, not world tree, but it's big. There are houses all up and through the branches. They look like little bird houses all the way up, and you can see men and women and kids peeking out at you with big eyes, blinking down at you. And he takes you over to what looks like a tap in the tree itself, like a maple tree tap. And
Is it fairy size? It's gonna take like 4 hours to fill up the bottle.
no, it's normal size.
All right, place your vial here, and we will fill it appropriately.
I'll place it underneath the spigot.
And you see 4 or 5 of them go over to the handle, and they start pushing.
Would you like me to do that?
And they just keep pushing, and it opens up, and it fills in, and it just this amberish color. It almost has a slight glow or like a shining dust that comes off of it as it fills into the vial. And as the vial gets about halfway before it starts getting into the neck, they close it off.
That should be plenty.
I truly hope it is enough to save these two. We don't know how much they need to make the medicine. And I'll cap it and I'll put it in my bag. Now, Shemalan, you said these trees can be seen around the island. Is there anything we should look for to try to help us differentiate between this trees and other trees? Besides the sheer fact that it's big, I don't think all of them are going to have you guys living in them.
No. But you may find some in... I hear the Arboreum probably has one?
Are you trying to show us something on the map?
Nope, just looking.
Oh, okay. You said the Arboreum?
The Arboreum.
I
It would
appreciate that
coincide with
information.
the legends to where the original Sumalan tree was. Now, if there's nothing else I can do for you, I must ask that you all leave our grove.
Is there anything we can do for you as a thank you before we leave?
What do you have in mind?
Anything that you think we could be assistance of?
Well, what do you have in mind? There's not
I
much
don't
that the
know.
forest doesn't provide.
Okay.
Time is of the essence, Winton.
I know it is, but they did help us. I just want to make sure.
Can we see the fire behind us, or at least the glow?
No,
They
it's not.
point out the blue.
It's not that glow. It's not that close. You can see the plume of smoke. It's
No.
it's pretty far away. It's not like, yeah, we'll run over and put that off. It's quite a travel to get to that point.
Yeah.
But if we can't help you with anything, we will get going then.
Well, good journeys to you. Stay safe. May Sylvanus bless you.
Thank you so much, and may everything stay peaceful for you guys. Bishop, you know the way.
Turns around, starts walking out of the grove.
Okay. If I remember right, this was this morning? I think
This is morning, yes.
Yeah. All right. Marslin and Jade. You wake up. What are you doing?
Check to make sure I'm still alive and the surroundings are safe.
When you wake up, your eyes burn a bit. The fire has definitely moved this direction. But you're not. You're all in one piece.
Eyes immediately dart over to the dragon.
It's sleeping there with Jade curled up.
I'm awake, am I not?
Yeah, you're starting to wake up.
So, Marsland, did you sleep okay?
Miraculously, yes, I did. I don't know how. Maybe it's having been on the brink of death that allows a very peaceful night's sleep. Glad that your dragon did not try to pull any funny business in the middle of the night.
I told you he won't eat you. He's just cantankerous. He's a juvenile. Come on.
I do
Having
need some
some-
breakfast.
Having some sudden trust issues coming up here, if you could understand.
I'm not saying I don't understand. I understand. I can see your point. So, after we went to sleep, I was laying there thinking, how did you come back? Did somebody bring you back? Were you sleeping? Knocked out? I mean, you were dead, were you not?
I don't know what was happening. I was dead, apparently, as you say. It was all very quick and sudden. Blink of an eye. Did you do anything down here to try and bring me back?
I personally didn't know. Gwenton and them were praying to their god. I don't know. I mean, we were just in such a hurry. You died, and we had to get out. We didn't kill the dragon. The dragon's, that metal man. He
That's
just punched
very-
him really hard.
Fear of the dragon that killed me. You do not return the favor. This is not understandable, but I guess we will live with decisions.
I hope that doesn't come back to haunt us someday. But yeah, but it wasn't the dragon we were after. We just wanted the egg to make a cure. That's all we want. So,
Did
Are
we
you,
get the egg safely out of there?
I believe so. I do believe so. So they have it. They have the egg, and they were going to go get the rest of the ingredients. So I'm just glad you're okay. I do have a lot of guilt. So, but hopefully I can make it up to you someday.
Well, for starters, I would appreciate you reviving me if I go down in battle again. That'd be much appreciated.
I give you my word. I will do everything in my power to make sure you come up. I will do everything I can to make sure you live.
So what is the plan here, anyway? We obviously can't stay here for too long because this forest will engulf us. You were bringing me back to town when you thought I was dead, but are we just going to go back and wait for the rest of the party members?
Yeah, I believe that's what we're going to do. We're going to go. I'll get you back to town. They said they would catch up with us after they got the rest of the ingredients. I'm hoping it's not too long. It doesn't take them too long, but we're just got to have faith that they're going to get it and meet us back here, and then we can all regroup, and then we can get the potion and help your friend.
Say, do you think they can come back the same way that they went? Should we possibly investigate a different way of recovering them?
What do you mean?
I point to the forest fire.
Oh, you mean how are they going to get? Oh, I hope so. I just look at the fire going, wow, all that to light a campfire.
I did that.
Good job, Gunner. Good job.
That was mine. It smells delicious.
It does
not
smell
what I
good,
want.
but in a world-ending apocalyptic way, I must say.
Sometimes one must admire their handiwork.
With a lot of
What other-
lies.
Skills do you have, Gunner?
Well, I'm quite the intellectual, as you can tell, but on top of that, I'm pretty handy in a fight when you're not dropping me right in front of a dragon that's much larger than me.
Don't you get along with creatures of your own type?
Oh, absolutely not.
I turn to Jade. Do dragons not get along?
Don't think so, especially different colored ones.
Ah, right. I think I did read about that somewhere in my books.
Yeah, I learned some of that in my training. Not everybody gets along, like cats and dogs, they all don't get along with their own kind sometimes. Um, it's
Where
going to be kind
did
of touchy. I mean, I have a red dragon that I just can't be dragging through town, so gonna have to come up with something, some way to hide
so
him.
where did well, yes, I imagine some towns would not take very kindly to you having a dragon.
It could cause a few issues, maybe. I don't know. We'll worry about that when we get there, I guess.
I think that might be something you'd want to think about ahead of time.
Well, I just can't unsummon him. And I'm not going to sit here and kill him just so I could get rid. Sorry, Gunner. I'm not going to do that. So I'll come up with something, maybe.
Where did you get him? Did you learn how to summon him? What, how, where?
So it's a long story. Do you think maybe we probably should maybe walk and talk? Just saying that. I look back at the fire.
Yes, I can hear it getting louder, which probably means it's getting closer.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can do two things at once. I can walk and talk at the same time. I would.
Are
much
you
rather
proud
keep
of me,
walking.
Jade?
Not right now. No.
You told me to
Look
light
at the-
the fire, and I lit a fire, didn't I?
I was happy you lit my fire, but not the forest fire.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
You weren't being specific. You just said light the fire.
Next time I will put it in crayons and write it real slow so you can
What's a
understand.
crayon? Is it delicious?
I thought
Intellectual.
I thought you claimed to be an intellectual gunner. Can you not take context clues?
Excuse me? Could you spell that?
Exactly.
Ah, you
I
are
don't know.
a curious one.
Yes.
You require much study.
This is going to be an interesting walk. Gunnar, do you think? No, never mind. I'm not even going to ask you. Let's walk and see if maybe we can't find
You're
a
not my
rabbit or
type.
something. Nah. Uh-huh. And see if we can't find a rabbit or something to eat on our way.
You didn't bring any rations along?
I had to carry you.
There's no way you can carry me if you don't have sustenance for strength. Anyway, let's continue on.
Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't think of everything. I was just trying to get rid of enough weight so I could carry you, your dead body. Can't carry everything. Making haste. I just
Yes.
figured I would shoot something on the way back to Farron's. Okay.
Let's get back to town.
Yes.
All right. Jade, roll a d20 for me.
How big the fire is going to be. Ooh, 8.
Okay. All right. You're heading back to Parents Folly?
Yeah.
Okay. Group 2. You're heading south. Give me a survival check.
Oh, everybody just won.
Just one. Whoever's leading.
10.
14.
They're co-leading. Quentin just tagging
Yeah,
along.
is that- this bishop leading. Okay.
He was.
All right. Disregard.
You find as you're heading back toward Parents Folly.
Yeah.
Okay. You find the path is quite challenging. You seem to get yourself tangled up several times in vines, and Oz, you even have to cut Bishop out sometimes. He's just got, you don't even know how some of those vines got where they are, you're like cutting them and pulling them out, and they're snaked inside of Bishop, and it's severely slowing you down on your trip as night begins to fall.
I have to admit, Bishop, you're making the path easier behind you. Nice, wide open path.
Yeah, I'm not having any problems walking down here.
I'm not either. This giant no, we don't know bulldozers. Giant metal man in front of us, making a way for us.
Well, do we want to try
I
to find
do
a place?
what I can.
Guys want to find a place to sleep for the night? Because you did say it's getting late, right?
It is getting late. Yeah, it is. It's into early evening.
Yeah, I am agreeable to that.
I'm fine with resting. If you are tired, then I understand. But like I said, this has been very easy. I just follow the slow-moving metal man.
Never say it's been easy. That's what owlbears come out of nowhere.
Oh gosh.
Uh-huh.
We left them in the dust. They are not coming back.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Are there any places near us that we could rest?
Yeah, I mean, it's a forest, so you kind of have to make your way.
This is, chop down trees that we told the fairies we wouldn't do, so we can have a spot to sleep. That's fine.
There's places to.
Well, yeah, I mean, are
clear
there any
out.
trees where you can see some kind of covering, and we can kind of get some shelter under there? I mean, that's what I'd be looking for.
Yeah, there's that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're setting up camp?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, who's doing what?
I'll take the first watch.
Okay.
You guys want me to take second watch, or are you going to be on that again, Oz?
I can take the second watch. You need your beauty sleep.
It takes a lot to look this good.
All right.
But do we think
need to
Jade...
be careful of this fire? We are walking in the direction of... I'm
I
assuming...
got a little something to help with that.
The animals are not going to be as restless as they have been.
I'm sure many of the animals are going to be running away from the fires right now.
Which could send them in our direction at any moment.
That is true. We'll probably run into several things now. What do you think could have caused the fire?
I have no idea.
I don't want to run into whatever caused it. That's for sure.
I hope it wasn't that dragon that you knocked out, Bishop, in anger. Not anything about the fact that we took its eggs.
His breath was not fire.
True.
But we have no idea what other creatures live out in this forest.
Ones that are not friendly till Sylvanas. If what I understand correctly, this was his... I don't know what the gender is of this god.
I believe Sylvanas is a he.
His gift to these pixies and this wildlife.
That is true. Whoever caused this might be at odds with him.
What do you know of this Sylvanas?
Drassen, do I know anything about Sylvanas besides a nature god?
Roll a religion check.
Where's my mouse? Good old 5.
No.
I don't know much about him.
That syncs up with the way you studied in school.
Right?
Consistent.
Well, do you think the Pixies report back to Sylvanas?
I don't know if they report back to him on everything, but he's a deity of the Force, so he probably has an okay understanding of what's happening at all times.
Well, I do not want the finger to be pointed at me. You saw those pixies. They were like, ooh, what's wrong with you? There's something and you're hiding from me. Annoying little pixies. Of
Unfortunately, they were not wrong.
We know you're hiding things from us, but it's okay. We know you're afraid of your past right now.
Excuse me? I don't go divulging everything about me. Would you like to know what happened when I was 3? Oh, let me tell you about what happened. I stole a cookie out of the cookie jar, and my uncle was very upset. But I didn't tell him, and I didn't tell anybody else, but he found out anyway. I don't go telling pixies about the cookie from the cookie jar.
Yes, but when they have the ability to hear what is in your heart, it doesn't matter if you're hiding it or not. I am not suggesting you tell your life story to everybody we come across.
Good. I wasn't planning on it. That is my tale, and my tale alone, that I care not ever to repeat.
Understood. Just know you may run into someone who already knows, whether you want them to or not.
You may be correct. If a pixie can see through and see all of my heart's ill wishes and desires, then maybe some other ne'er-do-well who can spy on what people are thinking and what their intents are, maybe they'll know as well. But I think that this disguise, though unintended, is sufficient.
You will figure it out.
When we get back to town, should we go to the academy or when we get back to Candor's keep, do we need to go to the academy and let them know what happened to Marslin? Or do we even bother? Oh,
since we were part of an envoy, he was tasked with finding a cure for this disease. I would assume that the Archmage would want to know if something serious had befallen Marslin.
I really don't want to talk to her again.
Well, there are 4 other of us that can relay
Would you mind
that
doing
message
it for me? I mean, yes, she is a nosy one, just like that pixie back there. Why can't they just leave well enough alone?
I don't think it's in their nature. Look at her profession compared to their profession. We stumbled into their grove, asking for their property.
Their
She
food
is out for further enlightenment and information.
I suppose. Well, I'm glad she found me worthy of this sap.
I don't believe the pixie found you worthy.
Well, she
Clinton
gave me the
and
sap.
I were big helps.
I'm a giant metal man that comes in asking for sap from a tree, and that's not suspicious. But little old me just comes as like, hi, could we have some sap from your tree? And you're like, oh no, you clearly have some
Oz,
misgivings.
aren't you like 6.5 feet tall? Nothing about you is little.
And you
am-
are very aggressive.
Dainty is the word you're looking for. I am very dainty. Look at how I can I'm very dexterous on my toes. Look, and I'll start
Are you belly dancing right now?
tiptoeing. Yes, and clearly.
Give me a performance check.
Thank you.
Of course.
You do realize that even in a simple
10.
conversation, you are very angry.
It's awful. What he's doing is
Either-
awful.
Winton or I are accusing you of anything.
Even though-
I don't see a problem with a little bit of anger, especially if it's justified anger. Like what happened with Jade. That was purely justified.
I would agree. His actions were not very comforting.
We're going to have a very awkward boat ride back to Candor's Keep once we get this taken care of. Quite frankly, I'd be happy not to see him ever again. How could you trust something like who can?
I would like to give people the benefit of their actions.
I suppose
Some people just aren't good in troublesome situations. But we learn and we improve, move on. If that becomes a problem, then we need to rethink the current situation.
Why do you have to speak sense? Why can't I just be angry and just separate myself entirely from the situation?
You seem to always be angry.
Always.
Don't
Sleeping.
want to be by yourself.
It's not too bad being by yourself. Although, I do have to say, your brother was good company.
He was always
He was
good
good-
company.
he
It's one of
was
his
good
best
company.
talents.
Yes. He didn't ask any prying questions about where I could. He didn't.
You ever wonder why he didn't ask about any prying questions about your past?
Because he didn't care, and I didn't ask him any prying questions. I didn't say, "Oh, I wonder what the contrivances of your heart are. I don't know if I trust you. You must lay everything out on the table for me."
He's just like you when it comes to hiding his past on things.
Good.
Like I said,
Good for him.
everybody hides their past,
Good.
but
It's the
also,
past. Why would I have
past
to worry
always
about
finds
the
a
past?
way to come back at you.
It does not have to come. You said that before, and I do not like. When it doesn't have to come back.
It doesn't have to, but it probably will.
No.
I know you don't want it to, but the fact that you are still hiding means that your past has been coming for you for a long time. I understand now that you look differently, that might be beneficial to you. Does not mean that we get back to Candor's Keep and you don't find somebody that you recognize still out there looking. These are your own words.
Quite the memory you have there.
He's a robot. It doesn't go anywhere. It just stays.
True. I really like the idea of starting anew.
Be
Once we-
less stressed
Hmm.
at things you have no control over.
Bishop, what will you do once we come back to Perrin's Folly and find this cure for the plague.
I would like to make sure Luna gets it. But after that, finding a cure is one thing, stopping the cause is another. Especially if it is hard and we will have problems retaining some of these ingredients.
True.
The reason I did not kill the sapphire dragon was because it produces eggs. These eggs are part of the ingredient. If I had killed it, that was less ingredients to be available.
True.
Same with the sap. I believe the pixies were more aggressive to outsiders due to the fact that these fires are getting closer and they do not know how it has started.
We'll look over towards them. Do we see the smoke?
I mean, it's
dark
big.
out?
It's a big enough fire that it's dark. So yeah, no.
Okay. So we don't see a glow or
You're not
anything?
seeing a glow. No, because you got to
Okay.
figure that
Alright.
where this occurred and where you think of.
Well,
you've got to.
Remember, we don't know where it occurred. That's yeah.
But for reference, you've got the map of where you're going. This way is the grove. This way is the cave. There's a day or so travel between the two, and it's over here on this side. So you wouldn't see the glow for quite some time.
Good.
Just a little brush fire.
You hush.
Quentin, what will you do once we get back and find this cure for the plague?
What are you talking about when we get back? Now, that's not the cure for a plague. It's just a cure for one person. We still need to stop the sources of plague, like Bishop said, and then help the rest of those who are being infected.
Hold on a second here.
After that, gonna try to find a artificer to probably make artificial hands and limbs for my brother.
Right, I'm sorry I asked. I didn't know we were going to go on an adventure to go and stop the plague. I thought we were just finding a cure, and that would stop the plague. Now we're going to have to find the source of the plague? Isn't this something for someone with a little bit more responsibility for the lands rather than just a couple of wayfaring adventurers who stumbled into a magical academy and apparently have some kind of past that the archmage finds us peculiarly interested?
The fact that we found that worm burrowing underneath the city technically brought us into this. I believe that is how Hugh was affected.
I believe you are correct on that.
If these things are underground all throughout this island, somebody needs to help.
In Oz, I was also asked from my high priest to look for a cure for this disease as I left the church.
We are not sure this is actually the true cure. Yes, we have seen with our own eyes the effects on that child, but it has only been mere weeks. Who is to say that this is just slowing the effects down?
Point.
The priest is not very informative about it. I would like to buy Luna more time if this isn't the exact cure. I am assuming Quentin feels the same.
I'm going to hold on to hope that it is a proper cure, and we save them both as a start.
The little boy looked well enough, like nothing had happened to him.
He showed scars of what had been afflicted.
True.
But if it has mutated, as we believe it has, who is to say?
It may mutate again. Well, Gwynton, you should rest, as should I.
True. I am getting tired over here. Talk to you guys in
Sometimes
the morning,
my
then.
voice does that to people.
You have a very monotone voice. It is
uh.
easy to fall asleep to.
I'm getting used to how you speak, and it helps me to be patient, because sometimes I just want to speed you up in some way, but I don't think that's possible. Is there a switch or something to speed you up? I don't think that's possible.
Here, let me hold up a mirror.
Not that I have found.
Well, I appreciate your company, Bishop Gwynton. I do say. I'd be hard pressed to ever part ways with you, and I know it may happen, but I am happy to have met you both. And with that shoppy moment, I'm going to bed. Good night.
Angrily rolls over. I'm not crying, you're crying.
All right. Bishop, give me a perception check for the evening. What was that?
12.
Okay. While you are keeping watch and making sure everyone's asleep, you see a few small woodland creatures kind of run your way, and one of them, a squirrel, kind of bounds over and hops up on your knee and looks at you quizzically, turning its head from side to side a few times, as if waiting for a response.
I tilt my head looking back at it.
And it follows your head movement as you turn it from side to side.
I'll just stare at it until my shift's over. Or it moves.
You miss everything else that happens.
After a few moments, it hops down and scampers off into the forest, but nothing happens.
It is your turn, Helga.
Already. Well, good. Anything of note?
It was, like I said, some woodland creatures scurrying away from smoke, fire. Nothing dangerous yet.
Wood. Right. Well, rest well, Bishop, or hibernate, or shut down well.
I am always here. I just can't respond for a short period of time. You are never alone.
Interesting. Well, be unresponsive well.
Cardiac arrest.
I sit down next to a tree.
Okay. Roll a perception check for your watch.
Yes. That's an 11.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
you watch around and keep an eye. out, and you hear some crashing through the forest, loud sounds, and you kind of turn and rest your hand on one of your axes, and a pretty large elk-like creature like steps forward, and it's got just massive antlers, and it's standing chest stuck out, and it looks down at you. What do you do?
I stare back. I'm gonna have a staring contest with the elk. Robert
Goulet. Old Saturday Night Live sketch. Check it out. All right, it stares there at you for a moment, and it seems like quite a bit of time before it just thunders forward, and right before it just steps right on top of you, it cuts to the side and past you.
So it reared up on its two legs?
No, it just ran forward.
Oh, I thought it reared up on its two legs and then went the other, like a different way. That'd be frightening for anybody. All right, okay. Well, that was interesting. Now I'll look at it and leave, and keep a more watchful eye for giant elk that are coming through the camp.
All right. Jade and Marsland. Evening begins to fall as you arrive at the outskirts of Perrin's Folly. You see there's quite a bit of commotion as night begins to fall, and you're right at the edge of the forest right now.
Okay, do you see that? What is happening over there? I can't quite tell.
I can just see movement. I don't know. Can I look at it and see it with my vision?
Yeah, I mean, you see people kind of scrambling around.
Does there seem to be any focus?
Nope.
Well, I can't imagine they're looking for us. Let's go see what's going on.
Gunner, can you stay right here?
Right here! Right in this spot!
You see those people out there in that town?
I sure do.
If they see you, they are not friendly. They will not like you.
Well, I would like to clarify that if they see you not friendly does not mean attack them.
That is correct. Stay here, don't move.
But what if they attack me first?
Protect yourself.
Okay.
But don't kill them. Knock them out.
I don't know how to do that.
Just hit them over the head with your claw. Boop, and don't.
I will hit them over the head with my claw.
Do not eat them.
Jade, would it be best if he comes find you if he feels like he's in trouble?
I don't know. I don't want to take a chance him coming in the city. I don't know what that would cause. If that's already what's going on, I don't want to make it any worse.
Gunner, can you turn into like a fluffy dog or a cat?
No.
It's worth asking. I know that magic exists, but alas, you do not have it.
If you hear me yell, Gunner, you can come. Only if I yell for you.
If you say Gunner, I'll show up.
Stay here. I'll be back. I promise.
Right here.
We'll start walking into the city.
And you just hear a thud as sets his butt down. And he's just looking almost like a cat, like tail moving back and forth. You just hear it brushing over the top of the fallen leaves in the forest.
Is he just like in the middle of the trail?
No, he's back between like a few trees, so he's behind a few bushes there.
So he's obscured a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you approach the town, and it's a flurry of activity. And you see some people pointing your general direction, and immediately you think they see Gunner. What do you want to do?
Just I'm gonna approach him and ask him what's going on.
What's going on? What do you mean? There's a fire burning out there, That's where our... Where did you come from?
Point behind me. That away. Yeah, there's a fire. It's following us.
And the guy, human man, he a little bit older, graying in his beard. You came from that direction?
We were trying to stay ahead of it.
Do you know how it started?
So why are you guys
looking
running?
over at Jade?
So why are you guys
tell
running
them?
around? Are you guys like taking your stuff and leaving the city? Is that what you're doing?
We're trying to find a way to put the fire out. That's our livelihood. We use those trees, we sell those trees, and we live off the animals that is from that forest, and half the forest is on fire. We're trying to find out who to hold responsible while we're trying to figure out how to put it out.
Why wouldn't you think more importantly is to figure out how to put it out versus whoever started it? Don't you think that was more important?
No, because we want to make sure they don't start it again. So, coming from that direction, do you know who started it?
So, what are you going to do about the fire? I mean, are you going to like cut some trees down in front of it so it doesn't jump trees, or help put it out, or pray for rain?
I think we'll always pray for rain in these kind of circumstances. We're not sure yet the best course of action.
What do you have for gods in a fishing village like this? Surely you pray to some god that you have calm seas when you go out and are hunting for your goods. Do you not have the god that, or could you not request the opposite from this god, that it gives you storms to put the fire out?
We'll pray to whoever will listen. Everyone knows the gods have left this place. You can pray and pray and pray. They've all left.
I've heard that you all feel that there are no gods that have presence here anymore.
So if you guys got a plan, maybe we could help.
Do you know who did it?
That's not what I asked. Do you
That's
have a
what I
plan?
asked. You came from the forest. So surely you must know, because there's no fire-breathing animals in our forest.
I'm sure whatever it was probably a simple accident, maybe just a camping incident.
300 years there's not been a simple accident that has lit our entire livelihood. Our crops are at risk.
I'm sure you've
Never
had
had a
other
lightning
types of
storm
accidents,
forest
though.
fire.
He looks at you like with the most stupid look. Have you seen some lightning? Has there been lightning?
No, I said in the last 300 years. Have you not had forest fires in the last 300 years?
No.
How old are you exactly?
Well, that's rude.
Well, I don't think you've been around to see the.
I'm
there's
only
been a forest fire over
62.
the last 3.
So 62 years have you seen a fire in the forest?
No.
So that leaves 250 years approximately unaccounted for.
Especially one of this scale.
Well, how big was the last one?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Well, I think we should get out there and figure out how to get it to stop.
We should. Let's go straight out. Let's find the base of the fire. After you. You just came from here.
What are we going to use to put the fire out?
I mean, are we just going to look at it? I mean, it's...
I don't know. You seem to have all the answers.
I'm just here to help you. What I asked you if you had a plan. What kind of plan do you have?
I'm trying to find out how we're trying to scramble to put out a massive forest fire that threatens the livelihood of this entire city, and you come walking out of the forest acting like nothing was going on. Suspicious.
Yeah, I know it looks that way. So, what? We just gonna stand here and look at each other, or are we gonna go maybe make a plan to get this thing put out?
What's the plan? You seem to have all the answers.
You said you guys are running around looking for something to do, so I thought I would come and say, hey, I will help. What would you want me to do?
Put the fire out.
You want me to go back into the woods and look at it? I'll
I didn't ask you to look at it. I asked you to put it out. if you can't be of assistance, we'll continue trying to figure out what our best course of action is to stop the fire from spreading to the village and destroying all of our crops.
Okay. I will be here if you guys have a plan. I will be happy to jump in and help. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry.
Well,
Perhaps we cut the perimeter around the fire's current location. Cut down the trees, prevent its spread.
if you think that would work,
If we
We have
act
enough
quickly,
men
it
with
will take
axes.
a lot of men. How big is the fire, roughly, if we can approximate?
it's big. It's gone 3 days unchecked.
Yeah.
In fall.
So how many square miles?
A lot.
So it seems like it might be unreasonable to cut a perimeter around it.
That does seem kind of unreasonable. Are any of you of the magic variety? Can you summon a storm or create water down?
I can do magic, but I don't know anything currently that could fix this.
I only know very few spells. Sorry, I can't help you there.
Well, if you can't help, you don't have ideas, then you can join the rest of the folks in the city.
I will.
If you
Come,
remember where it might have started or anything that might hint to how it started, please let someone know.
Most certainly will. Let's go, Marsland. We'll continue to walk in to the city.
You can see people pointing and kind of holding their hands up with a, we don't know what to do.
So I'm imagining that they've just been pointing and panicking for 3 days now.
Not for 3 days, no.
You said it's
So I'll
nighttime?
just-
It is nighttime.
I'll just kind of whisper to Marsland, this is just not going very well.
I'm somewhat disappointed that you didn't own up to what you have done.
Didn't want to create any more panic. What are they going to do if I told them I started it? What's the outcome? It doesn't
This
help
is-
put the fire out, now does it?
It doesn't, but it is right. It's the moral thing to do.
I didn't lie to him, and I didn't say I didn't start it. I just changed the subject for right now. I don't have no problem owning up to it. I just want to help get it put out so we can calm everybody down.
Well, I suggest we figure out a way to help if you would like to help put it out. That would be good to help mend this.
It would go a long way to probably saving my skin if once I let them know that it was me. I wish we had some way to conjure water or something like that.
So, out of character, as a new spellcaster, how does this? Could I as a long rest or whatever, switch to a different spell if there is one that would help with the forest fire?
I think you can do that every long rest, yeah.
Every long rest.
Problem is, you don't have your spell book.
Oh, you're right. I don't.
You should blame that on me too. Didn't take that either. We'll see.
Oh yeah, I don't have anything. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can just scrounge up something to eat real quick. I know we haven't had much to eat, and see if anybody else has a plan and see where we can jump in and help.
Do you have any gold by chance to buy food or bedding for the night?
I have a little bit, yes.
Okay. Let's go see what accommodations we can get.
Yes.
All right. The only place you know is where you stayed before, which was the Fisherman's Tales. I'm guessing that's where you're going.
Yeah, we'll head there.
All right. You walk inside and you see Heron kind of stressed out. There's a few of the residents of the city, and you can see soot on their faces, like they went in to try to do some work with the fire. Some of them injured. Well, if it isn't all fresh faces that came into town. You know, we didn't have fires before you came in. And he just looks down at you. Seems guilty by association, if you ask me.
You get that few guests here that you can start drawing conclusions such as that.
Yeah, we do.
Curious. Marsland just looks over at Jade.
I don't know what to tell him. We were just seeing if we could get a bite to eat and see if anybody's figured out how to put the fire out. Marcel and I would be happy to help in whatever way we can.
Well, we can offer you food and rest as always, but isn't helping the fire outside of walking out there and carrying buckets from the ocean, throwing it out there. I don't know what else you can do. Got any ideas?
No. How long do you reckon it'll take before the fire gets to the town?
We don't do something, I'd imagine it'll reach the fields by tomorrow. Probably tomorrow evening. With any luck, though, the winds will blow the opposite direction, and maybe we'll spare this town.
Do you not have any powerful wizards or anybody that can do magic that could counter this? Or have you sent for anybody from, say, Candor's Keep that could provide assistance?
We sent word by ship over to Candor's Keep when we first saw the smoke. Thought it might be a problem, but it could be days before they come back. By boat travel and all.
So you have not heard anything yet, then?
Well, they're probably still on a boat.
What is your standard course of action if a fire was to happen?
I don't know. Never seen a fire before, not out there.
You've never had a fire in town?
We've had a house catch on fire here and there, but that's easy to contain.
And how do you contain it in such instances?
We can run water from the ocean over. Buckets. But we can wet the ground around the home, let it burn to the ground, rebuild it.
Do you have, say, gigantic carts that could hold massive vessels of water that we could cart over to the fire?
We got a few woodworkers trying to put something together that we could fill up and take it over there. Maybe wet some ground.
Definitely would be better than nothing.
Might be our best option.
How long before they get them done, do you know?
Not much of a blacksmith myself. Gordy and Jarney, they're doing their best.
What do you think we should do, Marcel?
There doesn't seem to be much that we can do. I think we either need to contain the perimeter or get water on it. We need to get lots and lots of water on it. So perhaps we get lots and lots of carts moving towards the fire.
Once the fire gets within close enough range with all the people, we can make a fire line. Everybody in line and pass buckets in and stop the fire at the town's edge. I mean,
I'm
I think it'd
afraid
be
that
too
probably
right now.
the way things are going, not many of us are going to be able to live here anymore after this. Sure wish
Well,
we
if we
could get
save the
our
town.
hands on whoever started this. Make sure it doesn't happen to anybody else.
Marsland turns and glares again.
What do you plan on doing with the person who started it?
Just your regular everyday justice.
So you kill people every day? Is that what you're hinting at?
If justice needs to be served that way. Our laws are our laws, threatening the life and livelihood of a town full of people, possibly death of children, men and women alike. Sure imagine that's plenty worthy.
But your livelihood was the fish in the sea. How is the forest your livelihood?
How do you think the boats are built? The crops are grown.
Oh, I guess I assumed that you would purchase them.
Did y'all ever take a look outside when you were here and just see the grain growing to the north of town?
I think it was dark when we got here. Well, let's just grab a real quick bite to eat, Marsland, and
Yeah, have something to eat, drink. Why don't you shack up? It's 2 silver a night. Get some nice shut-eye.
I don't think we'll be getting
Stranger.
much shut-eye tonight. Just a little bit of food.
Could we be of an assistance in making these carts to cart water?
You can go
Seems like
ask
time
him.
might be of the essence.
I would say so.
Jade, I suggest we should probably get some food and then, instead of resting, we should go and help out in the town wherever we can. Correct this.
I think we should. How much for 2 meals, sir?
2 meals? You're looking at a silver piece each.
I'll give it to him.
All right. Have a seat. Everybody else just kind of, their eyes follow you as you go sit down, and Heron comes out and sets some food in front of you. If you need anything else, you let us know. You hear any rumors, you let me know.
Will
We
do.
will. I'd like to investigate the food to make sure it doesn't seem contaminated.
Do an investigation check.
Freaking fanboy.
At 20.
At 20, it looks fine.
That is. There's nobody within hearing distance of us, is there?
It's not a big place. I'm sure they can hear you. What do y'all want to do?
You know, let's just eat. We're gonna eat real quick and then go back outside.
Okay. You eat your food and you kind of look around and notice no one else is eating theirs. They're just watching you. You get up, walk out. What do you want to do from there?
Go find the people making the carts.
Okay. You ask around and search around, and you find them over down at the Hammer Down, the blacksmith shop in town. Outside of the shop, you can see a pretty sizable cart being built, and they're building what looks to be a pretty large bucket with some kind of spigot crafted by the blacksmith there, but it's a long way from being completed.
Is there any way we can help?
From behind the cart, you see a scaled skin woman, dark hair, kind of runs down in her face. She's got kind of these big goggles on that makes her eyes look way bigger than what they're supposed to be. Her tongue flicks out from time to time, and as she stands up, you can see she's got a very serpentine look to her. Hey, are you proficient in working with your hands?
I am not, for one, but surely any help.
It doesn't look like it. And this one, you look like you crawled out of the woods itself.
We just come to see if there was anything we could help to expedite the building of this. I am not a blacksmith, but I'm eager to help if I need to.
Well, you can carry logs in, start working the wood so that we can get this done.
How long before you think we can get one of these up and running?
Well, with just me and Gordy working on them, maybe tomorrow afternoon.
You must be Harney?
I am. Gordy! Well, hello. I'm Gordy. And you see a small, rather rotund halfling with kind of a bowl cut come out there, and he's got dirt all over his face and got a few pelts hanging from his belt. Local leather worker, and happy to meet you. Sorry, she's a little bit rough on the edges. How are you?
Well, you are quite more pleasant, I must say.
I
We're
hear
looking
that.
for any way that we can be of assistance.
Well, you can, as you've been told already, you can bring those logs over and start working those, or you can start beating the furs with me, because we need to line the inside of this to make it waterproof. We have to get those furs beaten and get them waxed and ready.
I think I would be better suited to that. Jade, do you want to help with the wood?
I can certainly give it a try.
Excellent.
Fantastic. Will you come with me? What do you call yourself again?
I call myself Marsland.
Gordy. Gordy. I am Gordy.
Is that your full name? I am Gordy.
Gordy Fitch.
Gordy Fitch.
From the great line of Fitches.
Can't say that I've ever heard of them.
That's surprising. Let me tell you about my family. And he grabs your hand and starts walking you over to his shop.
Oh, joy.
Arnie looks back at you. Well?
Looking at me or him?
You're the only one there now.
Oh, okay. I'll go get you. I'll go start getting logs. Are they just outside the door?
They're up by the fields.
Okay. I will. How many do you want? As many as I can get?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring those. She just starts hammering back on some of the steel bands wrapping around the bucket. How long do you guys want to do this?
I mean, until we're can't move or so tired. Need
Okay.
to put this fire out.
Need to get both of you. give me 3 Constitution checks. Okay, it's a success, Marsland. That's a failure, Marsland. And that's a... Okay, Jade, that's 1 failure.
2,
Jade, that's 2 failures.
3.
That's a success. Okay. So, Jade, you have 2 ranks of exhaustion. Marsland, you have 1 rank of exhaustion.
Oh.
Ain't nothing like getting her undone right there, huh?
All right. The next morning, Bishop, Quentin, Oz, once you're awake and ready, make a survival check.
Boy, it's time to get up.
We need to keep heading back to town. All right,
Bishop.
can we see if the fire's any closer? We just see smoke rolling in the distance still.
There's like kind of like a haze through the forest itself, but you don't see fire.
Bishop, I'm pretty sure we're going to walk right into that fire, aren't we?
I don't know where it was originated from, but our current projection from where we saw the smoke yesterday means we are heading in the same direction it is heading.
I hope it doesn't get to Perrin's Folly. At least hopefully the town
can I
doesn't
make
do
a-
something.
So from where the smoke is, from where it was, where we saw it yesterday, can I kind of compute how fast it's moving?
How big's your CPU?
Give me an intelligence check. I'll say it's going to be a challenging DC.
That's fine. I just figured I'd ask.
Doesn't hurt.
Straight intelligence. That's a 9.
It's kind of tough.
It's moving in that direction.
Well, let's go. And then whoever wants to roll this, I'll roll the survival. Let's go. I haven't done it yet. 6.
We start going backwards.
I can't see much from down here, but I'm trying.
All I see are legs moving back and forth.
It's fairly difficult to make it through again, and as you're moving through, there's a lot of commotion in the forest itself because of what's going on. You hear something off to the side, and you look over, and you looking over, especially you, Quentin, you see the belly of this owlbear standing up on its hind legs. And it's kind of, you can't see its face, so you can't tell if it's looking at you or not, but it's definitely up on its back leg. And it's probably, we'll say 80 to 100 feet from you where you're at right now.
Guys, I found the owlbears again. Oz. I'm pretty sure I told you not to make that joke yesterday.
Think we should go the other way.
It's off as you're heading south. It's off to the
West.
It'd be the east of the island itself, but yeah, your left hand.
I agree. We should take a detour.
I follow you guys.
I will move to the front and head that way.
All right. Okay, so you're gonna keep going. I'll deal with that here in a moment.
Just gonna be walking behind Bishop, and then every branch that comes back to try and hit us in the face because it recoils after it gets around him, I'm just gonna try and I'm just gonna make it a game of chopping off the branch as it's trying to whip back and hit me in the face.
Okay. Marsland and Jade. Both of you give me a strength check.
Oh, wow.
Good. Not good. Jade, especially with your exhaustion, and I think that was supposed to be made at disadvantage. I don't remember what rank 2 is.
2. I was just getting ready to look at that. Yeah, I think it is. It's disadvantage.
So you can't get much lower than outside of a natural 1, but the result would be the same in this case. Jade, you cannot carry any more logs. You all but collapse there. Marsland, your arms hurt, but you can keep going. What do you all want to do?
How much progress have we made?
You've definitely helped. The bucket is close to being finished, the giant bucket. The main part is just getting inside the bucket and lining it with this waxed leather.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep at it.
Okay. For how long? Till it's done?
Till it's done, or until I feel like I'm going to begin injuring myself.
Okay. Give me 3 Constitution checks.
Oh, no.
No whammies.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
good one.
great. That's enough. And that's good. Okay.
Oh, dude.
Marsland powering through.
Hell yeah.
He did get a couple days rest, you know.
I'm back from the dead. Let's go.
Jade, what do you want to do?
Just going to be like dragging myself in. I can barely walk. I'm sorry. I've expended everything, all my energy. I'm so sorry. And I'll go lay in a corner and I'll just pass out.
Okay.
Well,
roll-
actually,
Okay.
how far is Gunner from me?
I mean, probably half mile or so.
Would I have enough energy to walk that half mile?
It could take you a while, but there's nothing preventing your movement.
I am going to start walking out towards him.
Okay. Marsland, you don't even see Jade leave because you're inside this giant bucket. And Jade, you leave, and it takes you quite a while to get out there. You are exhausted. You have nothing left in you. And as you get a bit out, maybe 100, 150 feet, you hear, I like smoke. It smells so good. I'm sitting here in the big old woods.
I don't know.
I'm being good like my master said so that I don't end up dead. And Jade, you come up and there's a person standing right there and their eyes are wide. Mate, you don't want to be going out there. Something's come out of the woods. Something bad. It sounds awful.
Did you see it?
I ain't seen nothing yet, but my ears could hear it. Singing. Could be a mix of a siren and some fire beast from the woods, awakened by this great fire. The fire itself may be singing to us. I don't know. It could be fire elementals. Come to burn a whole town to the ground.
I'll take my bow off. I'll go out and take care of it. I'll see what's out there. Go back into town.
I don't know. I'm gonna watch this, mate, because I'm not sure what's out there.
You're going to watch it if it kills you.
We'll kill you first, and then I can run back to town and say, look out, there's a fire elemental just killed a kitty cat. And he just smiles at you sheepishly.
Well, as you know, me and the other guy, we just came back. We heard.
There's 2 kitty cats.
No, No, he's not a kitty cat. We've seen some things in the forest, some bad things. So let me see. I think it might be a dragon out there. Have you guys seen dragons in these parts?
Yeah, of course. Hopefully it's not that menace into the north. He gets quite angry.
See, I'm wondering if a dragon didn't start this fire.
Oh, that one doesn't do that. He doesn't breathe fire.
You ever
No.
met him? You
Have I ever met him? Yes, he's flown over the city and he screams out and our ears bleed. It's pretty terrible in general. But no fire. No fire until... Well, you're new here, so until you got here.
All right, well, I'm gonna go out there and see if that dragon is still lurking around, and I will go kill it for you. How's that?
You're gonna kill a dragon by yourself?
Sure.
This I have to see.
If I don't kill him, he's gonna eat you, and then there won't be nobody to go get help.
I run fast. It's okay.
Really?
Yeah. And he sits down and he kind of holds his knees and he's just looking up at you. Go on. Go kill the dragon.
I will just don't go nowhere. So
I ain't
I'll
going
leave him
anywhere.
sitting
I'm
there.
just watching. I might have to get closer if I can't see. The whole time this singing is going on.
So I'll start headed towards Gunner.
Okay. It gets louder as you get closer.
Gunner,
Yes?
your mouth.
I didn't eat anyone. I did exactly what you told me.
And you're being very loud.
You didn't say to be quiet.
Oh my gosh.
You told me to sit right here in this spot, and I didn't say anything. I didn't kill anyone. I didn't hit anyone over the head with my claws.
Just be quiet and walk with me. And I'll go deeper into the woods.
Do you see him?
He's okay. No, I don't. I'm still looking.
That fire's getting closer.
Gunner, he heard you, and he's looking for you. Because you can't be quiet. Let's go deeper into the woods.
So you want us to go closer to the fire? Okay.
Do you know how to put... Do you got any idea how to put it out?
No, but ash is delicious.
Yeah.
It's like pepper.
It's about to burn a village down and kill people.
Ooh, pre-cooked.
Yes. But nothing. Just stop. You will walk in. You got to be quiet. If these people see you, you are going to create mass panic. And you remember what happened last time I summoned you? Did you not?
Yes, I died.
Yes. Do you want to die again?
Well, it was your fault last time.
Do you want to die again? I didn't think so. So keep your voice down to a whisper. And we're going to go in and maybe veer off to the left, get into some brush, just find some brush. You figured that you said a day, be like tomorrow. Can I go to the left and circumvent some of the fire as it's coming towards the city to be in a safe spot?
You feel that you can.
All right, yeah, let's do that. Let's walk for about 30 minutes. Was that parallel with the fire going away from it?
Yeah, if you want to go that direction, yeah.
gonna find a place I need to lay down and get a little bit of rest.
So you
What's the
are
minimum?
okay.
Sleep for get an
What?
exhaustion.
You have to do a long rest to get rid of 1 rank, and it's easily midday right now or further.
Okay. So if I take 8 hours, then that'll put me in the evening. Then
It'll put you into the wee hours of the next day's morning.
how many hours are you gonna make me sleep?
8. That's what's in the book.
No. I was just trying to look at the time frame when you said it was mid-afternoon. I was thinking I could get up by midnight, be 8 hours.
No, it's further in than that.
Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. Yeah, I'm going to lay down and just sleep for a little bit.
Okay. I'll stand right here.
Please don't sing, talk, just whisper.
I'll sit
If it-
right here.
See anybody coming, wake me up.
Okay. Do you go to sleep?
Yeah.
I saw a squirrel! Jade, I saw a squirrel!
If you see a human or something that's going to eat you, let me know.
Okay.
Lay down.
All right. All right. Marslin. We'll say after several hours into the early evening, you finish this massive bucket.
Gordy, you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, sorry, I'm getting delirious. It's been so long that I've been working on
I'm
this.
glad you're in there, because I couldn't get out of there. It's so tall.
Yes, I do have that advantage over you. That is a distinct advantage in this one case. Could you double check my handiwork? I think at that I'm done.
Well, let us just go put some water in it and find out.
Do not take shifts around here? How are you still so chipper?
Coffee.
And you didn't offer me any this entire time.
Well, you didn't ask.
I was assumed if coffee was available, it would have been offered. Can I have some?
Sure. Let me go get some. He comes out with a mug of it.
I'll take it from him and take a sip.
Lunch.
Yeah, is it any good?
It's good. Yeah, it's fair enough.
This is indeed coffee. I approve. All right. Yes, let's go try and fill it up.
So you work with them, and they attach some pretty strong horses to the front of it, and you cart it down to the water's edge, and they've fashioned like a door that it folds in, so when it goes down into the water rushes in through the door, but once it fills up, the pressure from the inside keeps it closed. She's a good blacksmith. So they back it in, and you get it as full as possible, where it's sloshing a little bit as you move. No water's coming out of the seams.
I walk over to the tankard, slap the roof. This cart can hold so much water in it.
Yes, it seems like it worked.
All right. Do you have a team that can bring it to the forest and start quenching the fire?
We are the team. Team
Gordy,
Marslin and Gordy.
I do need. There's more people in this town. Surely, I need some rest.
Do you want to trust them?
I would imagine I could trust them. It is their town. I don't even live here. It is amazing you trusted me to do this work.
I think you would fit in well here.
I wouldn't hold your breath. I don't know if
But I can.
this
Too
is
much coffee.
definitely not the town for me. Oh,
I don't know what that was supposed to do.
Goti, have you ever read a book?
A picture book? I love picture books.
That is where I started too when I was approaching a year old.
Oh, I just moved up to picture books.
Oh, oh Lord. Okay. You have much work to do, friend. Maybe it is best you stick with working with your hands.
But there are other people around that can handle using the cart.
All right.
So you want to leave it in their good graces and
Yep.
okay. At this point, you have no idea where Jade is. What do you want to do from here?
I'm gonna go back to I assume I know where Jade previously was.
Well, he was right there beside you, but he just walked off.
Was Harney still there?
Harney's with the cart itself in case something goes wrong.
Just like right with us?
Yeah, she just doesn't say much.
Oh, okay. Harney, have you happened to see Jade anywhere? I noticed he's missing.
Is that the tabaxi who left?
He left?
He got tired.
He got tired and left.
That's
Okay.
the last I saw.
I'm assuming he went to the inn then?
He didn't say.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I guess I'll head to the inn then and I'll take a rest and hope that he is there in the morning when I wake up. Thank you.
Have a good day. Thanks for your help. Appreciate it.
It's the least I could do to avoid this impending doom.
If there's something I can help you with, let me know. I can work you up a discount.
I will be sure to take you up on that sometime.
Okay.
I'll,
So you-
I'll head to the inn.
Okay. So you get a room and just crash.
Beautiful.
No, you paid for your bed. You're 2 silver. Time efficiency. All right. The rest of you, Bishop, Quentin, Oz, you get into Perrin's Folly in the evening time. You can see the fire is pretty close. You can actually see the fire now. It's burning toward the edge. Far off in the distance, you see a large, looks like a giant bucket, and you see that they're looks like they're spraying water on the ground and on the trees on the line closest to the fields, and kind of working that for a while. What do you want to do?
I will run towards the bucket.
Okay.
Yep, and I'll follow suit.
Okay.
Same.
All right. You run over there, and you can see that they're putting water on as much things. Oh, look! It's the adventure. As you're running, you see this guy sitting on the grass, and he's staring into the forest. Just kind of his knees up, hands around his knees. And you happen to see a cat. He went into the forest to fight a dragon. I think he's dead.
That, if it's the same cat that we went into the forest with, He should have returned by now.
I don't know about that, but I think he's dead. I think a fire elemental ate him.
That is a story that I would like to hear.
There
But
was a
right
fire
now-
elemental singing earlier, and he went in to kill it.
There was a fire elemental singing?
It was
Quentin.
definitely singing.
Quentin, is this man okay?
I'm not sure. I've never heard of a fire elemental singing.
It could have
before.
been a dragon. I just think it was a fire elemental.
Well, I can assure you that we just exited that forest and we saw no fire elemental.
Yeah, but where
And-
he's at, there's lots of fire. I'm sure
And
he's dead.
the pixies who we visited did not say anything about a fire elemental.
Weird.
Yes, it was very weird. So is
They didn't say anything about a dragon either. Just simply
cat.
mentioned that a.
Do you
Fire
know
elemental.
what a cat smells like that's cooking? Because I did smell something earlier, and I just wondered maybe.
I can't
he's-
say I
Yeah,
know it. So
I understand. I
I've
should
never
probably go
smelled a-
home.
a burnt cat before.
Bishop, are you just walking past all this, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
We're distracted by Bishop just keeps going.
Yeah. I should probably go home. My wife's probably missing me. My kids.
yeah, you might want to get back there. Hopefully, stay away from the fire.
Yeah, it's hot. I can feel it from here.
I'm gonna run after Bishop.
Yeah, good luck. So, Naked, hey, are you married?
No, I am not. Now go back to your family.
I'm just wondering. You're not
Yes.
Temptress.
You're not bad on the eyes. My brother, he's not married either, and maybe.
How would you like to keep those eyes?
Oh, that's rude. Oh.
Exactly.
I think I'll go home now.
That's a good idea.
The cat's
I-
cooking anyways.
Hopefully, I never meet your wife.
I wouldn't either. And he gets up and he takes off running back toward town. Bishop, you get over to the cart. And you see this giant water bucket, and they've attached some kind of hose type system and just spraying everything down with water best they can.
How can I help?
How fast can you get more water?
As fast as you need me to.
Am I there yet for this?
Yeah, you're just approaching as there.
Is the bucket empty, or just about to be empty?
It seems like it. There's not a lot of pressure coming out of the hose.
I'm gonna cast create water into the bucket.
Nice.
Okay. So you come up and raise your hand, and all of a sudden the pressure just starts shooting. What was that?
I
It's
think
called
he's-
create water.
I think he's pissing into the bucket.
I've been holding it in for 3 years.
That's what
Oh.
we call a callback.
I get that reference.
Let me ask. How many create waters are you casting? Because it creates 10 gallons.
I will continue every time it empties out.
Okay, so the water's not coming out super quick, but it's continuing to run.
Yeah, no, it's just one at a time.
Is
Yeah.
that a cantrip?
No, it's a
No,
first
it's a
level
spell slot.
Oh,
Oh.
dear.
So this can go on for a little while.
It just starts to tinkle a little bit after a while. Gets down to its last spell.
Are you burning through all your spell slots on this?
Yeah.
So how many spell slots do you have?
I can do a total of 6 times
Okay,
because level 2. When I do it level 2, though, it's
it's 10 gallons more, I think.
when I do
Yeah.
the level 2 ones, I'm gonna do it where I do the I make it rain on the trees.
Okay.
to put the fire out.
Okay. Yeah. Great. So that whole eastern side of the forest, the fire starts going out. It's still burning kind of to your west area, but you're doing what you can. And Bishop, you're just waiting for him to say go so you can run down and put more water into this bucket mechanism.
And then I figured once I'm done, I'd probably be more useful sleeping for 8 hours to get my spell slots back and doing it all again.
Okay.
I'm just gonna grab buckets. Come on, Bishop. Let's go grab a bucket. And
Bishop's gonna take
start-
the entire thing down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna begin the process of replacing the water reservoir,
Yeah, I'll
one
do
bucket
that.
at a time.
Okay. So while you guys are doing that, Jade, you wake up, and there's fire all around you, and Gunner's just sitting there. Hasn't burned anything that would eat me that came by.
That's okay. Thank you. Can I see a way out?
You are completely surrounded by fire.
Oh no.
Oh, my mouse is broke. Hang on a minute here. Can I see if there's any if I go through the fire, can I see on the other side of the fire break?
No, I mean, like right now, what you see is burning forest around you.
Off question. I think when you and I had our conversation, he's still too young for me to hop on them, correct? Because I still gotta wait till the next level, right?
Yeah, because he's small.
Okay. All right. I'm going to Gunner, we got to get out of here.
Oh, it's just getting pretty.
We're going to burn up. We are going to die if we don't get out of here. I'm going to cast Scepter Strike. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to. Doesn't make me go. Yeah, I go further, right? Basically on a dash.
Yeah, it just gives you more movement speed.
More movement speed. I'm going to look around. I know which way the fire was coming from, so I'm going to go the opposite direction of the fire. Pull my cloak over my head, and I am going to run and use my Zephyr Strike and dash as far as I can.
Okay. So you run straight through the fire as far as you can?
Yeah. I hope I can get out on the other side.
Okay.
Gunner, follow me.
All right. You take 10 points of fire damage as you're just running through the fire. You can see your fur burn and scar. There's still fire in front of you. He let you go. Plus, this is a bit before the long rest is over, so you don't have your movement speed back as well. So, also make a concentration check, just a straight D20. Okay. You no longer have Zephyr Strike.
I mean, these dice are horrible for me tonight.
All right.
Going to continue to run.
Okay. Move through. Hold on. Wasn't expecting all of this. Okay. You take 12 points of fire damage. And it looks like if you could get one good run left, you could get through the fire.
Okay. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
6. And Duke. And I'm going to cast it again.
Okay.
8. All right, going to make another run.
Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw first.
Finally, a good roll.
Okay.
20.
All right. Make the run.
Yes.
All right. That is another 12 points of fire damage. And you come bursting out of the woods into the grass, where you hear "Dragon!" And you just see like a townsfolk person just shaking, pointing.
So I take it Gunner made it then.
Oh yeah, he's resistant to fire.
I'm gonna look around to see where I'm at. Do I see anybody I know? Or where am I at inside the city? Or on the edge of it?
You're just to the north of the city. If you were to walk and keep going straight, you would run into the side of the chapel.
Okay. Just turn around, tell Gunner, be quiet, stop, and don't go nowhere. And I'll just keep trying to get out. I'll keep going towards the city. Go back into town.
So Gunner's just staying there?
Yes.
Okay. The townsperson turns around and they're just running back towards town.
Oh, shit. Can Gunner still hear me?
I mean, how far have you moved away?
Probably about 10 feet.
Yeah.
I'll just turn around and yell at Gunner to run into the woods. Disappear.
Okay.
Don't come out until I find you. And then I'll go back around. I'll continue on around the chapel. And I'm going to use a heal kit. No, I don't have it. Never mind. Oh, wait a minute. Did I bring it with me? Let me look.
No, you...
Yes. Yeah, I did.
You didn't have anything but the rations and a bag of...
Not even the rations.
No, I don't have the rations, but I moved the heal kit from my backpack to my equipment to hold on to. That's neither here nor there. I'm just going to go around the side,
Okay.
get into the city, and start heading back to where I was with Marsland.
Okay. You head over there and I mean, nobody's there. You can see where the cart was, but it's not there anymore. You don't see Marsland.
I'll head to the inn.
Okay. You walk in, Heron's there. Well, you finally come in here. Smell like fire.
Yeah, I just about died out there. Is my friend Marsland? Is he here?
Stopped by earlier. Probably sleeping right now.
Need to go get him. I need to wake him up. Can you tell me what room he's in, please?
If you say so, I'll walk you over there. He walks back there. Marsland, you hear pounding at your door.
Did I get a full 8 hours sleep?
No.
What? I don't want room service.
Marsland, it's Jade. Let me in, please.
It's your tabaxi friend. Wants entry.
Do I have to get up, or can you just let him in?
You got the key, not me.
What kind of inn owner does not have a master key to every room? I will be right there.
He said
Get
take
up.
you to the room, not take you inside.
I'll get up and open the door.
You see Jade, like fur smoking, smoldering, smells like fire.
What happened to you? Is the inn okay?
Yeah, the inn's
Yeah,
fine. There's your friend, and Heron turns around and goes back out.
Hang on just a second. I got an emergency. All right, sorry about that.
No problem.
All right, where were we? I was walking in the room one night. Marsland.
Why are you all burnt?
Well, I got so tired. I had to go check on Gunner, make sure he didn't kill nobody, and I needed to get a little bit of sleep. I was so exhausted I could barely walk. Woke up and I was surrounded in the fire, and I had to run.
The
to fire,
fire's
and
at
as
the
you can
town's
see-
edge?
Huh?
Do you mean to say the fire's at the town's edge, or did Gunner start a new fire?
No new fire. It's at the town's edge, and I barely made it out.
I feel like we should have a little bit more panic if it's at the town's edge.
Yeah, I just wanted to come, and I was trying to find you. I'm sorry I left you, but I didn't know where you were at, and I needed to go check on Gunner, make sure he was okay. But
I heard that you got tired and left. I assumed you had to come back here.
yeah,
Are
I'm
they-
still really tired, but I'm kind of singed. I smell really bad.
I am quite tired myself. I was rudely awoken, but guess there is no time for sleep if the fire's so close. We better go continue to help.
Yeah, I think we need to go see what we can do. I don't know how much we can do, but at least we can do is try. We'll head out.
Head out and see what's going on.
All right. As you step back into the main area of the inn, you see some of the locals getting up. Looks like there's a dragon at the edge of town. Gonna take care of that.
Do you know anything about this dragon or how it got here? Glancing over to Jade.
Imagine the
I've
fire
seen him.
drove it out.
I seen the dragon. He was heading deeper into the woods. I got caught in the fire.
Have we found our culprit?
Perhaps. I think so. But we really need to get this fire out.
All right. What do you want to do?
I'm
We
gonna
need to-
head outside and see if the wagon of water is there. If there's any way to help him cut a fire line or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it came from the blacksmith. The wagon's missing. Everybody's gone. So I'm gonna assume they got it fixed and working.
Yes, I got it working last night before I went to bed.
Oh, that's great. So let's see if we can go and find them.
Yeah, I'm headed out the
Okay.
door.
You notice that Jade is a bit slower than you, is having troubles keeping up with your pace.
Do I still have a rank?
Yep. Nobody's got a full long rest yet.
The fire is right at the edge.
Yep.
Okay.
It's definitely, and you can see if you go to the edge of town, you can see they're working the cart over, and the fire on the eastern side, the northeastern side of town, has been put out, and they're working across.
And they're what? Sorry, I was reading something.
They're working across the west, towards right in front of you.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to the edge where the fire is, and I'm just gonna start creating a moat all the way around using my cantrip mold earth, which allows me to excavate a 5-foot cube of earth.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna start doing that a whole bunch of times and essentially create a perimeter around the town.
Jade, what are you gonna do?
Is there anything I can do to help? I know that's bad. What can I do? I'll see. I can look around. I'll head over towards where they're working on the other fire. See if I can go help them. I'll leave you to it, Marsland.
Okay. So, Marsland, you're digging your trench, and this group of patrons from the inn and such come up, weapons brandished. You seen a dragon while you out digging?
You're talking to me?
Yep.
Have I seen Gunner recently?
Nope.
Nope, I have not seen a dragon recently. Just digging to try and contain the fire.
Well, if you see him, let us know.
I'll be sure to do that.
They walk around what you haven't cut out yet and into the burning forest a bit.
Oh, let me create a bridge for you, and I fill in some of the trench so they can walk
Okay.
across, and then re-excavate it out.
Okay. That's pretty cool. Jade, you walk over and you can see Gwenton and Oz and Bishop all helping get the water out. They're carrying buckets in, all that stuff.
I'll go over to them.
Okay.
Guys, I'm glad to see you. Guys, glad to see you got back just in time.
Yes, it's good to see you too. Grab a bucket.
Sure. Marsland's over there digging a ditch. Like, non-casually, and I grab a bucket.
What?
I think he just said Marsden's alive.
Oh, I'll tell you. Look, yeah, he's alive. And I grab a bucket. I'm throwing water.
Go get water.
We'll have to touch base on this later. Now it's not a good time.
Village is on fire. Grab a bucket.
So I'll start helping him throw water.
Okay. So how long do you just want to keep fighting this?
So
Fire.
question.
Keep fighting.
Question.
Yep.
Me as a magic user, knowing that Carl or
Wait, aren't you
Marvin's
sleeping?
also a magic user, would I think of to get his book over to him, see if he can help with magic at all?
You're sleeping.
I don't think I actually am, though.
What? Why would he be sleeping?
He said he was going to rest.
I did say I was
and
going to say, but we don't know what time
Oh.
this is happening. We don't know the time frame yet.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I'm not sure you would know enough about the profession to know he needs that book.
Oh, so it's not like, okay. What if I would have known it?
Because you don't need a book to.
Yeah, because you don't use a book.
Well, I know about
yourself.
the arcane. I know about the spellcasting focus. I assumed I would know about an arcane focus too. Could be wrong.
I would say in this case, not so much. You haven't been traveling long enough to know he needs it.
Okay. I'm just doing whatever I'm doing then, whether it's casting spells or trying to help with buckets.
All right. So you all continue working that way. As you're working kind of toward the western line, you hear just a and Bishop, you kind of it catches all your ear, and you just see this tall blue individual raising their hand up, saying something, and the earth parts and cuts out, and then he like shakes his head and says it again, and it cuts again.
And as I'm throwing water, see, told you he's alive. Throwing more water.
Wait, was that directed at me?
No, I think it was to us. Yeah, to Oz. See what True Silver can do? Just keep chugging water as well.
And eventually, Marsden, you get up to where they're at, and they have to move the cart kind of to the side. And you see,
Let me leave a little bridge so you can keep using the cart.
I think the smoke is getting to me because I'm seeing Moslin.
Good to see you all made it back safely.
I'm glad to see True Silver treated you well and brought you back.
One can only assume that is what happened. But I am alive. Anyway, there's the fire. We can reconnect and
Time for that later.
we can do the sappy emotional stuff that you all enjoy later.
Helga's been very sappy lately, so she'll be all about that.
The word is sassy. As we're just moving, we're just handing each other buckets. It's like, I'm assuming this is like a train of buckets.
yeah, it's just people running down to get more water and more water,
Yeah.
and then occasionally you take the whole cart down, fill it up, and come back.
Okay.
You just Marsden, are you going to just keep doing the ditch, or what are you going to do from here?
Yeah, I'm just making the perimeter. So until I have a perimeter around the town to, as best as I can, stop the spread of the fire into the town.
Okay.
I'll keep doing that.
So Marsden just keeps going, just kind of a short wave, just keeps digging.
Hi, bye.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, Bishop doesn't say anything. He's just one thing on mind.
Mm-hmm.
So you continue. I need Bishop, Gwenton, and Oz to make 3 Constitution checks.
First one's a 19,
Okay, I see. I'm watching them come in.
14, 11.
All right, you're all good. Gwenton, Helga, good. Bishop. Okay. Y'all are hardy tonight.
Ooh!
We are well rested.
Yeah.
Somebody is.
You oh, Jade, how you're still putting these out. Give me are you going to continue throwing water on the fire?
I'm getting really tired, but I will do what I can.
Okay. Give me 3 constitution checks, and since you have 1 rank of exhaustion, those are at disadvantage.
Constitution. Quick. Disadvantage. Oh, wow.
Okay, nice.
That's awesome. Not so nice. 5, 19, and 5.
All right. So you're at rank 4. Your hit point maximum is halved. You have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. Your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on ability checks. You are extremely exhausted, as you really haven't slept in 2 days, as you keep throwing water on all of this.
I don't know how much more longer I can do this, guys.
You're getting in the way. Just step aside.
Sorry, I'm really tired. I haven't slept in so long. We've been making this cart better part of the night.
We need you rested and not in the way. Go get some rest and come back out and help us.
Okay. I'll walk back to the inn.
Okay. As you start walking away, you all can hear, "I think I found him!" And you hear, "Jade! Is this far enough? Jade!"
Oh no.
And that's where we're going to end tonight.
What? What?
Oh!
It's 9:30.
Because I imagine what's next is not going to be quick.
Yeah, it's going to be a trial and execution.
See you next time in campaign 3.
There we are. There we are. Good job tonight. Hey, Scary, and I know this doesn't apply, but thoughts and stuff out to DeMar Hamlin, who, for the Buffalo Bills, he just dropped on the field tonight, and he's not breathing on his own.
Jeez.
There was a collision between him and a Bengals player, and he got back up, took about 4 steps, and just dropped, and they've been administrating CPR and stuff on him now. So hopefully he's okay. Hate to see that.
Eggs.
All my years of watching football, I've never seen anything like this.
No, neither have I. He just dropped. It was weird because nobody was touching him. Like, I understand, like, when they collide on the field and he falls over, and stays there, but he got up and took a few steps and then just dropped. So, hopefully he can pull out of this. It's got to be some other kind of injury more than the collision. This has got to be.
Oh, absolutely.
Something else.
I think it's still suspended too.
Yeah, they suspended the game. Yeah, as they should. So, good job tonight. Obviously, in all my wildest dreams when I planned this area out, I did not plan on any of this. So a lot of this is from the seat of the pants. So, yeah,
This is a difficult task.
So let's let me there was a lot that happened tonight. So thanks Half-Ass for those bits and the resub, and Matty B for the resub. Defects, thanks for the resub. Cozy D&D, thank you for the raid. Always happy to
Big
to
raid.
have support from the other parts of the D&D community. Hopefully we can pay you back on that. Meadow, BXN, Cozy D&D, Mr. Czar, and Deathymus the cat. Thank you for hanging out with us and giving us that follow. You pushed us a lot closer to 200. We are 8 people away, so we are getting close to that 200 mark, which we'll do a giveaway at 200. Fanboy, thanks for that gifted tier sub. And the bits, and Oz, of course, thank you for the bits. Hey, we
I don't
love
know
it
where they
too.
came from. I was like, hey, I can give these.
We love it too,
I don't
Deathymus.
know what this does.
We love it. We hope people enjoy it. There's a lot of good stuff coming in here. If you're trying to catch up on the episodes, we do bonus action on YouTube. Check out our YouTube. There's short little videos catching you up on what's happened up until this point. Dougal says, when do DMs ever get the things they want? Sometimes. Look back. Campaign 1, the Dead Spokes, the elven part with the father and the 2 kids. Probably still one of my most favorite scenes. There was just a lot of power there. Even the funeral for Alberon was pretty great.
Oh, so he admits it. He planned it.
No, I had to wing that one.
It went his way.
Deathymus, thanks for having fun. Yeah, while you guys were talking all this in-depth stuff, we were square dancing in chat. So that was fun. Dougal didn't do a drawing this session, just sat back and enjoyed it. That's okay. Check out Dougal's art on our Discord. We love the fan art. It's good. And Mike does our official art. He's the one that provides all these characters you see popping up. He does such a fantastic job. And on that, this is his artwork for our Christmas shirt that we put out. So there is that. Yeah, our Discord it's all about D&D and other games. And if you're a gamer, we are around. We play all sorts of games. Some would say we have gaming ADD, right, Mr. Oz? We can't hear you.
Yes, gaming ADHD.
Yes. There. Yeah. But we do have a variety. So if you like playing games, hop in, chat with us. From everything from World of Warcraft to Call of Duty to I think banned Overwatch now. Some people still play Overwatch. There's that. Always don't forget about Midland Mall Comic Con. If you're in the Michigan area or want to travel to Michigan, March 4th and 5th, you can sit at the table and we'd be happy to have you, whether you've ever played before or not. Little one-shots. We'll have 2 tables going. Mike, can we say that we'll have a theme for each table by the next time we have D&D?
Yeah,
I think you already have
fine.
yours. I don't have mine. I'm
Right.
the criminal here. Yeah, so you'll be able to pick. We'll have pre-registrations going on for that as well, so you can sign up beforehand if you're going to meet us there. Banter and Babble will be there. Don't forget, Wednesday we'll be doing a stream. It's just normal gameplay. I don't know what we're going to be doing yet. So that's... but we'll take you right into Banter and Babble, your home for pop culture news on games and opinions and a bunch of buttholes that host that show. But no, we love them. Thanks, Deathymus. Happy New Year's to you as well. As you get on your fluffy unicorn, which Bishop approves of. And yeah, we are the official, unofficial pre-show show to Banter and Babble. So check them guys out. It's a great time. A lot of deviancy, beer, and movies. So we're not near as entertaining as them on Wednesday. We are on Monday. Yeah, that's our thing. Don't forget Half-Ass Beer Review, the beer of the week again. Chonk Sunday Sour Cherry Drumstick from Drecker out of North Dakota. I want to go there because I feel like they're awesome. I linked the guys a review. They were like, this tasted too much like a cherry drumstick. Who drink? I'm not going to go on that. We'll do that rant. Every Wednesday stream starts off with a rant about something, by the way. So just whatever tickles my fancy that day. So Bishop, my dog. Bye now. Take care. All right. Hey, thank you all. We're gonna send you off to someone here. I think usually Zach Dynamite, super entertaining. Let me see if Zach is streaming. He's not. So we're just gonna end it because there's no one else I really have on here to drop you off to. So we love that you're here. Stay tuned. There's so much, especially new folks. There's so much that you don't even realize that we got going on here. So exciting. But until next time, we'll see you in the dungeon. Take care, everybody. Night Dougal, slip away to the land of sleep. It's 3 a.m. It's time to eat.
Let's have Gunner sing you a lullaby song.
Lullaby, say goodnight, sleep real tight, little Dougal. That's awful. I'm not gonna have a voice.